It's 8 o'clock. We'll call the meeting of the Irvington Architectural Review Board to order. As is usually the case, we will start with continuations and go on to new matters. And we will take the continuations in ascending order of their ID numbers. Application numbers, excuse me. Okay, so we will call ARB 19-36, 28 North Dutcher Street, windows.
No,
Okay.
That's not you.
North Dutcher.
Wrong, that's the wrong, oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said north.
Okay. North Dutcher.
Because that's 27, both of them.
Okay. Okay. Moving on, we'll go to the second continuation, ARB 19-38, 15 Hudson Avenue, Spagnuolo. Okay. Down. We'll then move on to 19-39, 80 Harriman Road, windows.
My name is Louis Almeida, I'm the architect.
If you would please speak into the microphone. Sure.
Name is Louis Almeida. I'm an architect representing Brian Chilati at 80 Harriman Road. Mr. Chilati.
Hold on 1 second. We don't see that in our package. It was a carryover. No, it's a carryover here.
Oh, it was.
Right. I should say it's carryover. This is the first time we're hearing it, I believe.
Yes.
Right, so we got the change.
You have something you could put up on the board, or you want to take this?
I have a smaller size of what you've been handed.
Why don't you take this, pin it up, because that way everybody can see it.
Sure.
I had all big copies, so I only needed a small copy. Mr. Chilati purchased the home last year, and we were proposing a kitchen renovation, interior kitchen renovation, at which point the building department notified him that the bay window on the side of the house, as well as the bay window on the front of the house, were never filed for with the previous owner. So they were undocumented. And so we are bringing you an existing condition that's been on the house for God knows how long.
For approval.
And just for approval, for basically for formality's sake. Right.
There's
So,
nothing else new going on?
on the exterior of the home, no. We're not even changing the windows. The windows are existing and they'll remain existing. We were doing an interior kitchen renovation. So again, it's the small bay window on the front, and it's the bay window on the side of the home there.
Anybody have any questions, concerns, issues? Okay, do I have a motion to approve? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Let me have that back. Thank you very much. You want to take the rest of this? Have a good evening. Yeah, you want to take that? Anybody else have any paper that want to get rid of? Good stuff. Thank you. Great.
You let him know that it's approved?
Yeah, he'll have the paperwork tomorrow, and with any luck, he'll have it all executed by tomorrow. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Okay, moving along. Next item would be Mr. Riley.
Oh, thank you.
27 North Walkout Street, ARB, application number 19-40.
Monica's working in the city tonight. Can't get out of it. In our last meeting, there was a question about how the divided lights are going to work on the two elevations, the west elevation and the north elevation. So Monica said she would examine it and see what's going on. So she went and opened the kitchen door, and she realized to carry that whole thing in the new west face is the right thing. So that That's what that shows. And the same thing on the north face, a 2/2, and on the west face, 8/1.
For those who want,
Two elections. Sure.
So the new layout.
That's all, yeah.
Here, and then on the other side.
I didn't think we had a rematch because
We're going to take that window that was here and move it here. But, and to make sure that it was the same to
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions?
A little explanation on what she's doing down there, or we're okay?
Unless, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I just thought he was looking at the note.
You might as well.
No, I'm not trying to hold up the football
Well,
game.
we hashed it out the last time, and she went home with her two options and
She
figured
did.
out which one she wanted.
And it wasn't a problem. She saw immediately, let's run it across. Even though they're gonna be different in the room, that's what I was
Right.
worried about.
Right,
That's what-
and
I'm
that's
sure
what,
that's what
that
you
was
were
her
about.
concern, right.
Yep.
I don't blame her, yeah.
So, that's what she's doing.
Okay. Any questions, concerns? Do I have a motion to approve? Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
We're good to go, Brian.
Thank you very much. Thanks again, gang.
Thank you.
You want these, Bob?
Yeah, please, you mind?
No, not okay.
Good.
Thank you. Okay, and then the only new item on the agenda is ARB 19-41, 9 Main Street. The new art studio, wants to put up the sign. Good evening.
Just gonna hand out a copy of the PowerPoint that I put together. Major prints. We can just run through it quickly.
There's a big land plan to have this is the street from the building.
Again, good evening. My name is Aaron Schmidt. I'm here with my wife Christina Schmidt, on behalf of Art XO Studio, 9 Main Street. We're here for a signed permit application before you. So again, we're a new art studio that opened on 9 Main Street earlier this summer, and we're seeking to install a new sign, one-sided sign with a beveled edge onto an existing post on the property with a mounting strap. We also seek to provide lettering in the front main window of the new art studio at 9 Main Street. Next page, we just show kind of a front elevation of the existing property. We're down on the lower level. The sign dimensions are roughly 2.5 feet by 1.5 feet, more specifically 18.5 inches in height by 30.5 inches wide. We'll read Art XO Studio, classes, walk-in, parties. Total square footage proposed is 3.85 square feet, and that's going to be the mounted sign on the existing post, which is located along the frontage of the site on Main Street in the southwesterly portion of the property. We've provided a copy of the site survey and identified the location. And I also provided,
Is that arm existing?
it is,
Yeah, the pole's existing.
right.
There's a pole.
So the, and then I provided just in a top-down aerial view showing the proposed sign location as well, the southwesterly portion. And we give the rendered view of the sign, prepared by Sign Extreme, located in North Tarrytown. Sleepy Hollow, I should say. Again, it's one-sided, so it'll just be viewable as you're walking down or driving down Main Street in a westerly direction. As I mentioned earlier, we're also proposing some window lettering in the front main window of the studio. So that's shown on a architectural elevation of the front of the building. And then we provided a photo of the lettering. Total square footage proposed is 3.22 square feet.
We have to put, just for reference, the application clearly shows that the dimensions are well within the allowable dimensions for signs on the frontage of this building. This is actually the sign coverage worksheet calculations have been done. Anybody have any questions? As far as I'm concerned, just from my 2 cents, I don't have a problem with either one of them, primarily because I've tried 3 times to find this location.
No.
Going up and down Main Street, because, it's something that my wife and I have interest in and couldn't find it. So I don't have any problem with this lettering on the windows because it is pushed back.
Right.
And coming down the street, if you didn't see this sign and where it's been proposed, you still wouldn't be able to.
You wouldn't know where we are, right?
So,
Thank you.
and for me, it's not so, it's not so in your face as far as the coloring or the sign, what's on the sign, so I don't have a problem with it. Anybody else?
No, I think it's really tasteful, so,
You agree?
yeah, no, they look good.
Thank you.
Question on the material. What is it?
My wife has a sample.
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry, just that.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, it's actually here, so.
Oh, okay. And
Oh,
that's,
okay.
Okay. So it's printed, and
Yeah.
what's the backside?
Uh-huh.
What colors? You said it's one side.
This is the backside?
yeah, that's.
Yeah, all the same color around front and back,
Yeah.
just with the lettering on the front. Yeah, we're keeping the colors inside. We kind of tried to keep it pretty basic for the sign out front.
It would be a little hard for us to argue coloring from an art studio, so. Anybody? Questions, concerns, issues? No. Okay,
No comment.
do we have a motion to approve? So moved, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good luck. It's nice to see the space being used. We had the building across the street.
Oh, is that
My
right?
husband's the dentist.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hope
good
to see some of you
afternoon.
down there. Thanks so
Yeah,
much. Thank you.
definitely.
Thank you.
Does he need a creative outlet?
He doesn't have to go far if he needs one.
Yeah. Drop your cards off in his office. Send his patients across the street.
Great, thank you so much. Good night. We have one more meeting in September, 2 weeks from tonight, and then we go on 1 and 1 for October, November, December.
Just because of holiday?
Yeah,
Yes.
the other way
Because,
around.
yeah, Columbus Day,
Yeah.
Veterans Day, and then Christmas. What are we doing?
Can I ask, what was this one about? The one on Hudson Ave?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because all I got was a piece of it. It's 38.
What here, you're here for?
That's Hudson Avenue.
You're here for Hudson Avenue? Okay, let me call it again.
Oops.
19-38 Hudson Avenue, spec. How did I do that?
Sorry, I was putting the kids to sleep.
I saw it.
Glad you caught us. This was a quick
Yeah, me too,
meeting.
otherwise.
It's the original packet. We had talked about, I'm not sure which, we had talked about the columns. I don't know what it was. Yeah, you.
I kept talking. Yes. So basically, you were putting stone on the facade where you're taking down a screen porch, putting in posts and columns, and we asked for additional uses.
Yeah, yeah. Still processing your suggestions,
Yep.
Right.
and I appreciate them because you know well more about that than I do. I've asked a few people, and we're still trying to figure out exactly what to do with the stone, whether to do it, whether to go all the way up, or possibly below the window.
You can see from the.
Would you put it to a band at the bottom?
Kind of go half, not even, a quarter of the way up.
Something in between.
Right.
Yeah, my only comment was,
Wrapping.
personal opinion, it's like when you only do it on the front facade, you're only doing it in part, you were planning on doing future work. Eventually doing all the siding and everything, I would just save your money and just do all the siding as is. I just think it's more contextual. Like, I don't like seeing like faux stone on the side, even though it's real stone, it's not masonry, it's not doing anything.
I know, a lot of people are doing it though.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's
This
not.
would be more of an accent, but I'm still, I guess we're still trying to process that, so that's why.
And I know
nothing's
it's
been
cost
changed.
related for you too, so.
Right,
Because
and eventually, I mean, we use, hardy plank or whatever eventually on the sides and
Mhm.
everything, but it's a work in progress.
And my comment was, I didn't see it, that was an opinion, and I wasn't stopping you from necessarily doing it if the board was happy to approve it.
Right.
The other thing we were looking for information-wise was a little bit on the column details, because it just wasn't,
That did come in the.
that I saw.
Yeah, it's just very simple and also the door.
And the door.
So the door, the question was, I didn't have the old packet with me anymore, I couldn't remember what the door was, so I couldn't speak to it. So you had talked about, this was like, it was previously closed, right? And
Right,
this
it's
is like what
closed
was
right
existing?
now.
That's just a flat plank door right there?
Yeah, there's like a little window on top, it's a Lowe's, that's Home Depot, $250.
Got it. So, and this new one is the one that you're proposing in lieu of the old one?
Correct. It's, right now, it's an enclosed porch. It looks like it was enclosed illegally 60 years ago,
Mhm.
so it should be just covered. So it should be
So are
covered
you
now.
gonna then return when you know what you wanna do with the stone?
Well, what I'm hoping to do is get permission to demo the covered porches, at least start doing something and put the door on and go, and then hopefully come back in 2 weeks. So,
This was just,
The problem is the stone on that drawing, I would have to approve that drawing. As a whole.
even just,
Yeah.
you can't even just demo it out. My other thought was to try to get approval for everything and then come in with it. But
Well, I mean, we can approve it with the stone, but, you gotta come in and amend that.
if you decide not to do it, then you have to come in and amend it, assuming that it gets approved.
Right.
So
So then I
if you're
can
like,
start,
if you want to give it a stab, and
submit it this way,
submit
right?
it, you can submit it this way. If not,
I mean, I do think if, just based on the side of the house, it might look kind of too heavy, also just cover the whole thing.
no, and I don't. It's.
I'm still trying to process whether to do it, whether to do it on the inside of the porch, whether-
Yeah, so we said, just do it underneath, because they have to do repairs on other stuff, and they're just not doing it now for the sake of budget or time, so really just, the real focus is to get this done, to legalize this portion. My comment
Like you
was,
said, that isn't closed.
so that's the old, rip it off,
Right.
make it a porch, which I'm all in on.
I mean, if we approve this today, I would approve it as amended with this door.
Okay.
Because
And the
that's,
column.
well, the column, we just want a clarification on what it's gonna look like, and this will also be part of the approved package if you decide to approve it. And then, regardless of what you do on the front, it's gonna give you the ability to demo. But if you don't put the stone as it's shown on that drawing, you gotta come back.
Right.
Questions?
It's hard to tell.
I wasn't here for the first session. So what was said about the aluminum, yeah, I've got it here.
You want us to-
So are we approving this stuff? If we approve
This is the way, yes, the way you see it here would be the way it would have to be approved. As you can see, it doesn't make the corner, it's just sitting like that. This is the way it now lays.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's my opinion.
Just looking for the stone that you're. Did you say there was other stone on the block?
There's,
And there was a wall. See that?
around the block there, there's
Right,
stone.
it's mostly-
Yeah, there's mainly, it's an
Right
older.
inside. Yeah, no, it's an old neighborhood. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there are a couple new houses.
Mhm.
There's another one where they've redone it, that they do have some stone on. But yeah, they're probably, 5 with just the brick face on front and then siding on the side.
Look,
Which isn't the best look.
No, no, I'm not
But
saying-
what I might be doing, I
Right
might do
across the
it, I
street
might
every
do it
day.
an architect, instead of just an
Yeah.
engineer. It's just throwing ideas.
That's not what
And I'm the only one here who's an architect. Randy and I, and Rick, right?
You know, the ones who have done it, it's usually like done it, oh,
Like a stack.
or a stack,
Yeah, not a field.
yeah.
It's more like a rough.
And it's done as a sort of high, like you said, across the base instead of all the way up the wall.
I can't remember,
And they're all doing hardy board on the new houses.
did you bring in a stone sample, or was it just called out what it is?
No, it's like that. But again, I'm still a little bit, it was kind of finalized, but now it's a work in progress again. So I look at this as free advice, not as criticisms, but as,
This is what I would say. Just
we approve it.
as free advice. Like a stack, like a stack.
You may wanna go ahead and-
That's like a rubble. It's a chunky, and it's a much older.
you'll have to look to it.
Yes.
So we're in a situation where we don't necessarily, we're not in agreement necessarily that the stone is the right for the neighborhood. So if we approve it with this stone, you have the ability to go ahead and do the stone. Ken brings up a good point. I guess we can put it to a vote to see how, to see how everybody
There's
feels. about
definitely
it.
one around the block that has the larger stones, and the one on Mountain Road that's going right now.
On where?
The exact thing, I know you don't necessarily want to change the drawings. But,
No, look at this way.
But it could also be approved without the stone, with siding existing to match, and then you amend it once you figure out what you want to do. His concern is that, we want you to get rolling on things, but we don't necessarily want you to get the wrong stone. Right, and even especially if it's a work in progress.
So you think you can approve it without the stone right now?
I would approve the work, the columns, the demolition, and I'd approve the door without the detail. Just make it plain lines. This is nothing style. It doesn't go with your
It's a
style.
fiberglass door.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job trying to clean it up, and
I'm sorry, it's my free advice.
I know. If you're looking for interest, you might get it in like raised beds in the front and through your landscape, rather than your actual home. So if that's what you're looking for. I agree with him on the door. We were both sitting here and I said, I would do the plane,
I just think
because
it's-
it's not like a real,
Because I just got the door, because I got it from somebody.
oh, you did?
It's cheaper
Well,
I get you.
than- By the way, the door's gonna be, it's covered porch, so it's set back
right.
7 feet.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
That's just my
bless you.
comment.
It's not
It's
just
all
the
good.
space in person.
No, I don't think it's
Yeah, we just both agreed on that.
opinions. Just
I think that's on the door.
In the neighborhood?
In the neighborhood. It's a little bit different in that.
It's true. My son goes onto his building, goes onto these.
Most of the doors are pretty long.
It's close.
Yeah, there's one door similar with an oval.
Yeah.
We're looking
That's what he
down,
just, that's what he just.
maybe 4 and on the right.
Yeah. Also red.
I love the door. It's just the detail of the design.
the lights are fun. It's kind of,
In person, it's not,
Exactly.
it's,
it's not a deal breaker for
No.
us, or for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's
For me.
neat.
What are we proposing here?
We're proposing I think what we said was do the siding to match, and then have him come back in a minute if he's gonna come back with the stone.
Yeah, I would approve that. I'll bring a sample of stone.
If you do. If you set up a siding, then
Yep.
you're done.
yeah, you pretty much, even the ledge, what do you, like the field stone?
No, just like the shape of this. This is like I don't have a good pattern for it, but like a stacked stone that's more like a linear stone is probably more appropriate. Like,
They stack
single
them
here.
horizontally, often in bluestone in certain areas, or, but, yeah,
I get
he'll
it.
show you
It's
the
kind of
picture.
narrow corner again, so trying to
Yeah, I don't either.
It's a, honestly, it's like around the corner when you walk out. Just, but it just, I'll pull up, I can.
Where am I, where, give me an address.
Can you pull it up on yours?
Yep,
I
Okay,
get
we
zero
don't have
signal. I get
service,
zero signal in this place.
okay.
because he's
What's the
connected
address,
to the village.
Where do you know that you've seen it?
Eldorado Stone is a company.
No.
Oh,
house
here?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, there's just more stacked up front here. House in particular here.
There's no one on
Anything
Herman
on
Road?
Dearman,
Dearman.
Dearman has it all.
I'm sure there are, but,
Dearman?
Yeah. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I'm just saying from a stone vendor, Eldorado Stone, it's a precast, it's like a precast version. If you wanted to see that.
Yeah, Dearman's obviously, I mean, those are a lot larger.
No, these are this is the neighborhood.
North.
Yeah. North Dearman? Sure it's Dearman? Because that's off Main Street.
Dearman Close.
Oh, Dearman's
Oh,
past
sorry,
the
I'm
house.
sorry. Yeah, exactly. But like most of them have stone on it. It's just for an
Yeah,
example.
that type
It's
of
not,
thing.
it's not,
7,
the whole
8.
thing's a little, so.
784 Dearman?
Stones.
It's a mixed bag. A lot of them are quarried there, but I know the manufacturers more than I know the houses.
Couple around the block, which, you know, the newer ones, not on Hudson, on Park, which have some, I'm not sure if it's that type of stone. Those are maybe 5 years old.
That's the wrong one. 784 up the street, up the street.
And as far as the window, would you put on that house or no?
Yep,
On
there you
on this side, where your flat, where that flat window is right there.
Yeah.
go. Here you go.
That makes sense. It could be, I could fly. I wouldn't be shocked if it was already there. Like
It's
just
flat.
stylistic. No, someone there. Oh, that's on Harriman. Yeah, something more like this. This is on Harriman and Alexander.
Okay, yeah, that's way up on Harriman.
Yeah, it says it right before the bend. I'm just saying shape-wise.
Yeah,
It
no, I
doesn't
know
have
what
to
you're saying.
exactly be that, doesn't even have to be that mixed of stone, but that's the shape.
Yeah, that might not be bad, especially if I'm just going to the window like that. Right?
Yep. That could be it, or to the sill or something like
Right.
that, just for like, obviously, like she said, you're trying to dress it up a little bit, you have to patch it either way, it's just a question as to how you do it. I think the base makes a lot of sense, but you have to decide.
Yeah, I don't think we'd go all the way, definitely. But yeah, that,
Yeah,
I know.
I guess that
Yeah, I
have
know
to
where those
engineer
are.
change the,
Yeah,
the drawings, or would I just bring in a sample of the stone?
Well, if we approve it tonight, we're gonna approve it without
Without
stone,
anything, yes.
we use the siding, and with the new door.
Yep.
Beyond that,
I mean, with the siding as is right now?
yes, right, we use the siding.
So basically what's behind, I don't know what the interior is, if it's siding or if it's covered up or anything, but it would be like, essentially, if you were to finish and close out your permit, they would expect it to be siding.
Right.
If you change it, you amend it.
Right. I don't think there was anything else on this that really needed to change, right? No windows, no.
Not at this time.
We have a motion to approve the application as amended with the removal of the stone facade and the inclusion of this entry door. We have a motion, second.
second,
All in favor?
aye.
Okay.
Good luck. Whatever you
Person that's
decide.
not as- Plus, I'll probably have a little.
No, I'm not, that's the scale, but.
You know, so it just happened to be the one available, good.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But there's something.
Just bear in mind, just for your edification, we are meeting 2 weeks from tonight, but we are not meeting again until the end of October. Because, the Columbus Day falls on that Monday, and
You know, if I change the stone, which I may very well do to that and lower it, I've got to amend those, the plans, right?
Yep. Just come back in with the changes.
I just have to make sure to do it within.
Just that elevation, honestly, that one elevation, just, in like, a picture of like what you brought from the door, of what the stone would be, would be sufficient.
Yep, for the front, I mean, next year, hopefully I can redo the volume all over, but the rest of the siding right now is just vinyl. Would you suggest updating that part of the wall now?
When you take down the walls, are they, what's inside here?
When you're in that porch area, what do you see there?
It just has, I've got to get, I'm gonna have to get some similar at a minimum.
Well, taking that whole section out, you're gonna have more than enough material.
Right.
It's just a matter of, you know,
Is that aluminum? It's aluminum or vinyl?
It's fine.
Sure. I don't know how to patch it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a problem if you put stone on it or you put siding on it. So what I would do is just make a material determination as to what you want to do, like the whole thing. And even if it's like temporary figure. Whatever, how, in your timeline for construction, did you plan on doing like siding in like a year or like 5
in
years?
a year. No, maybe 2 years, say. But hopefully a year.
I'm just telling you what I would suggest.
There's a way to dress it, front a little more.
Yeah, I guess I would try to see what you can do with your existing stuff for the time period, and if you're gonna redo it in a year, I mean, personally, I would keep my permit open for a year and try to get back to your doing it to close. That's what I would do. So I'm not suggesting it. So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, anybody have any old business, new business? Do I have a motion to adjourn? Second?
Second.
Favor?